Hi, Hayden here, and this video is the second part of the three-part series on the evolutionary process of the video production packages that I used over the years. Now, I want to reaffirm here that this is also an experimental video in the way that I'm shooting it, because I'm using my ZTE Axon 7 cell phone to record the video. Now, it's also recording audio, but you'll notice I'm wearing a lapel microphone. And the reason for that is there's a video microphone mixer in the box, and it is actually picking up the audio from this microphone. And not only is it sending it to the components in the box, it's also sending it out to my other camera off screen here, the Canon Vixia HFR 500 camera that I use every day today. Let's jump into the box and talk about that. Now, the box has excellent latches on it to help hold the box's front and rear panels on. And let's go ahead and look at here. Obviously, the back of the box is already off because you can see right through the box. And that's great. Remember, I mentioned about the heating and cooling of equipment. You don't want the video equipment that's tightly packed together getting really hot and then making, basically shortens the lifespan of the video equipment. Anyways, this is a portable production studio, and it is ready to go. All you have to do is connect up your microphones and your camera up here, and you are good to go. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look at the best way to describe it are the two pathways, the audio and the video path. For the video box, the video path starts at the camera. Let's take a look at that. Here, we can actually look back at what we're doing here. Okay, so this is the camera in the screen up here. This is the camera that we're talking into, and that's my HFR 500 camera up there that's recording the audio for this video. Hopefully it came out good. If it did, that's the audio that you're hearing in this video. There you see the cart that I use for my lighting rig, and on that rig over there you see those, the video bags in the background. So hopefully you can see that. I think you can. So anyways, with that, let's turn the camera off to the side again, and you can look at the top of my head. Or you can actually look at the back cover. Back there is the back cover for the video box here. So again, let's go through the audio and video pathways, and we'll start with the video. The video goes in through the camera, and the only thing that the camera sends out is the video signal. It's not sending any audio out at all. It's only sending the video signal out, and it sends it down here to VCR number 1. And this is a VHS VCR. It's a super VHS VCR. I'll explain that later. So the video goes from the camera to the first VCR. From the first VCR, it goes to the second VCR. From the second VCR, it goes up to the video monitor. Now, at that point, if I can see the video on the video monitor, in theory, what it means is both these VCRs can see the video. Doesn't mean they're recording anything. That's what all these front panels are for. The front panels will indicate whether or not the thing's actually recording, and it gives me a readout of what's going on and everything else. So that's really great, and that's what I really liked about the VCRs I had at the time, which are slightly different than these. They're actually shorter. They weren't as tall. So with that, if I could see the video here, and these were both indicated that they were recording, and nothing went wrong during the recording process, then everything was fine. It also allowed us to shoot the master tape and a copy tape at the same time. If we wanted to, we could just hand the VCR tape from the first one to our client, and he'd have his video, and he can go home with it right then and there. Normally it didn't happen. We took it back and we did some processing, created the invoice and everything else, and worked with it. But if we wanted to, or if they wanted to, if it was really a time constraint, we could just hand them the video and off he can go. And we also had a library copy done. So we had 2 master tapes done at the same time, which was nice. Now let's go through the audio process. The audio process, of course, goes from the microphone into the microphone mixer. From this microphone mixer, it went into VCR number 1. Then it goes to VCR number 2. Then it goes up to this dual well audio recorder, which has recording functionality on it as well. And it's a Marantz. So it's a bigger version of the Marantz of the single version that we had on the video cart. And then the audio goes from here, from the dual well audio recorder up to the video monitor. And I would do it during video recordings. I would check the audio from both locations. If I was getting the audio here, everything else could hear the audio. As long as everything was going right, then I knew that I was actually recording the audio. So that's a very important aspect of it. Now the reason why I went with the dual well audio recorder for the video box, and of course I don't need to do this at all anymore, who uses tape, right? But back in the day I used a 2-hour, 120-minute tape here and 128-minute here. Most jobs didn't go 4 hours long, but this particular device would automatically reverse direction. And I used leaderless tapes. They didn't have a leader on it. And what that meant is you record right to the end. And it would automatically reverse direction, and I don't think you'd miss a syllable of a word. Everything would be recorded, and it would be fantastic. It would also automatically switch over to the other tape. So after 2 hours, it would automatically start this tape. At that point, you can change this tape, put it back in there on record mode again, and if you went 6 hours, God bless you. But if you had 6 hours, you could, 8 hours, you can keep replacing the tape that's not recording. So that was just, and it would keep that process. So it was an excellent system, and it really, really worked well. I love the video box to pieces. I just absolutely love this thing. It took me a long time to find the equipment that would work well together and to make it happen. So I was very, very happy when it did. However, there was a huge downside to this system. It's very big, it's very bulky. You're not putting this baby in the trunk of your car, and if you have this piece of equipment sitting in the front seat of your car like I did, it's going to get noticed. So it's not like you're going to go to the store on the way home and pick up a loaf of bread and some milk or anything, because you come out, you're going to have a broken window and you're going to be missing a lot of equipment. So with that, it was very, very heavy. Now the mounting bracket, the mounting shelf for this TV is, our video monitor, is very, very heavy. The video monitor itself is very heavy, but the bracket is almost as heavy as the video monitor. It's very heavy. I think the whole thing is like over 80 pounds. The microphone mixer isn't that heavy, and neither was the 267. The Marantz actually is very light, and the VCRs actually have a little bit of weight to them too. But the mounting brackets have to take a lot of force, a lot of bouncing around and everything. So they make these very, very tough, and when they do that, they make them very, very heavy. So each of these shelves, this mounting bracket and this mounting shelf, were very heavy. There is a mounting bracket for the audio mixer, and everything's heavy. It's made out of very heavy steel or something. It was just crazy heavy, and that made the whole box heavy. So that brings me up to the 2-box system. The 2-box system basically was, let me explain something about the rack spaces here. 3 holes. You see these holes pretty well. I don't see them that well on the monitor, but I looked at a test video, and they come out pretty well. 3 of these equals 1 space. This is a 12-space system. The VCRs I mentioned, the ones I used at the time were not as tall. They were a little bit shorter. So I made a 2-box system. And the 2-box system had the VCRs in a box that you would have below another box. And this is a 12-space rack mount box. The half box is 6. So I had 2 6-space boxes, which were actually slightly taller, because you have the material of the box between the 2 boxes, and they just stacked on top of each other. They went on a wheelie cart like this, and off you go. And they would strap together. There's straps on the side here. I don't know if you can see them in the video or not. I'm not going to show them to you really, because I have to turn the whole box. Anyways, but the wheels strap to the lower box. The lower box straps to the upper box. There's handles. There's heavy-duty handles on the side that allowed you to strap all this stuff together. And then you use another strap over the top to hold your tripod and if you had a video bag, you would strap the video bag on top too. And everything's pretty secure, and you just push this thing around and off you go. But the 2-box system allowed somebody who couldn't lift up this box, and also allowed for somebody to put, if they had a big car with a big trunk, they could put the 2 boxes in the trunk. And but the difference was, this is 1 box, everything's connected up together into 1 single box. In the 2-box system, you had to basically connect the 2 boxes together as well. And what I mean by that is the video came into the VCRs in the lower box, but the video still had to get up into the upper box to get to the video monitor, and the audio from the mixer, which was in the upper box, had to get down into the VCRs, and then had to come back up into the audio recorder. So there were a couple of extra connections. It took a couple extra seconds, but it was all pre-wired almost completely, and then you just plug the thing into the wall and off you go. You're good to go. So that was a 2-box system, and basically it weighed a little bit more than the single-box system, but a little bit. It's a smaller elephant to eat 1 bite at a time, because they were lighter boxes. The upper box was heavy because it had this crazy heavy monitor in it, and there was no way around that. So anyways, I hope that explains pretty much the video box system. It's a very heavy system. I'm glad that we don't have to use it today, but back in the day, this thing here was a lifesaver for me because it allowed me to just go out to a video like I do now and set up. And this is almost the fastest system that I've ever used for me personally. The video bag that I currently use, that we'll discuss in the next video, is the fastest system. Nothing is as fast as the current system that I use. And from 1992 and through today and looking forward, I always look for the most effective, most efficient package that I could use to get the job done for my clients. And believe you me, they appreciate it because since 1992, they're still hiring me to shoot video for them. All right? So with that, in the next video, we'll discuss the evolution of the video bag. So until then, take care and be well.